What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy Note 10. Now, I accidentally bought this phone thinking that it was the Note 10 Plus that I have here, because I actually broke my Note 10 Plus. I actually spilled something on it and I just kind of messed it up. It wasn't water, it was like, I think some type of juice or something, but me not paying attention, I think I got this on eBay and I was like, oh, it's a Note 10 Plus for it was like 120 bucks. Very good condition, and then I checked it again when it got here, and I was like, man, this thing is super small. So it's just me not paying attention. But yeah, I actually really like this thing. This is one of those like forgotten Note phones that people forget exists. It's like the Note 20 Ultra, and then they have a regular Note 20 that no one really remembers. This one is kind of strange. When I was looking at the spec sheet, so it's a 2019 flagship. I really like the size of this thing. It's extremely comfortable. So the thing about this phone is that they took the SD card out, but the Note 10 Plus has a SD card support, which I thought was kind of bizarre. I don't know why they took that out. Now it still has, of course, the S Pen with the Bluetooth support here, and yeah, it works really well. Still very good latency. And this thing is pretty light as well too. It's 168 grams, and this color here is like a fingerprint magnet here. But the Note 10, series design, I think still looks really good. It's aging really well. I still look. I think it still looks really, really modern still. Maybe not the camera setup. These cameras have gotten just massive. So I think that's the kind of like the thing where you could be like, oh, it's it's an older phone for sure. But it's very thin, very light as well too, which is really nice here. And on this model here, you have the power button on the left and your volume rockers on the right. This phone has a 6.3-inch dynamic AMOLED display. It's a 60 hertz panel and it's HDR10 plus, and it actually is very nice. It has some very good colors. It's a curved panel, so it has that kind of dramatic curve to it. And it is 90.9% screen to body ratio, so it actually has pretty good screen to body ratio. I think that's one of the best thing about the Note 10 series is the screen from the front looks very good. And then it's a 1080p panel for a 140 ppi, so the icons and text and everything still look very sharp and crystal clear on here. I think the main thing I noticed was, of course, outdoors it's a little difficult to see in direct sunlight, but this is pretty solid. Now, this phone launched with Android 9, and the last update for this phone was Android 13. So it is, the last update was One UI 4. And it's still pretty smooth. I haven't even updated it yet, so I just wanted to see, how it will work on this older software. I'm still able to download apps and everything and update. Everything is working, perfectly fine. And like I said, the device is super smooth when it comes to just basically doing just normal stuff on your phone. Everything is very smooth. And this phone in particular, let's actually run the Geekbench 6. So our Geekbench scores are 884 for the single core, 2683 for the multi-core. So this seems to be pretty much on par with what we would get from an 855, and I'm actually pretty curious on if it could play PUBG. So this model does have 8 gigs of RAM, and again the Snapdragon 855. We can still play at 60 frames, so it is actually still pretty smooth at this 60 frames. I never ever had any heating problems with this 855 as well. So just using it now, I mean, it's cooler than some other phones, but as you guys can see, it's pretty cool when it comes to playing games on here. So it just goes to show how well this 855 chipset is, aging here. Because it's still, there's no real frame drops or anything like that. It's pretty nice. Check out these speakers at max volume here. See what they sound like. Oh. The speakers actually sound pretty good, but the only thing here is there's virtually almost no bass. Yeah, the kicks are kind of dull, and I can barely hear the 808s. Now everything else sounds really good. The strings, the hi-hats, everything sounds very crystal clear. It's just, it lacks fullness basically. You have an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner here, and it works extremely well. And I do really like the little moving wallpapers here. I think they look pretty good. The cameras on here definitely, you know, it shows its age. The image processing, the colors are kind of off a bit, and the white balance is kind of off too. It's a triple camera setup, a 12 megapixel standard, 12 megapixel telephoto. It has a 2x optical zoom, so I mean that looks pretty decent. A 16 megapixel ultra wide. You can shoot in 4K 60, and it has a 10 megapixel selfie that shoots in 4K 60. You could definitely see the age in the video and the, you know, just the overall camera. I would say it's more so to do with the color. Like it gets color wrong. Like in some of these shots. Some of these shots the color is right, but it's like objects and stuff like that. It can get wrong. But like a lot of the greens and like the trees and stuff it's getting right. But that's like my only issue with the cameras that I'm seeing so far. Because even though it's not doing that well when it comes to the color, there's still a good amount of detail here. Dynamic range is still solid. It's not a horrible camera by any means, but I could definitely see the age, and it does kind of fall apart in low light as well. The battery in this phone is, you know, kind of small. It's a 3,500 milliamp hour battery. I'd be surprised if you could get more than 4 hours of screen on time, or 4 hours and 30 minutes of screen on time out of this. But it's 25 watt charging, and then it has wireless and reverse wireless charging, so I wouldn't expect like anything crazy with the battery life here. But I really like this. It's very comfortable to hold, and it has a really nice screen. It's still very fast. The cameras are, you know, they're kind of hit or miss, right? And it's just a very cool, you know, looking phone. I really like it. It's very sleek, slim. So what do you guys think? Do you guys own a Note 10 or a 10 Plus? Be sure to let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.